Today, I'm going to make something that I think is disgusting. I don't eat this. I think it's horrible. In fact, it makes me gag to think about it. The smell of it nauseates me. But my wife really, really likes this, so I'm going to make it for her because that's what I do. Today we're making a crab lobster bisque. I'm pretty sure that's right. I do not like crab. I can't. Okay, carrots. It was very funny when I first made this. I looked up a ton of recipes because I've never made this, honestly. All the time working in kitchen, restaurants, and stuff, I've never made a lobster bisque or a crab bisque, any of this shit. Somebody else always makes it. And it never bothered me because, honestly, I won't eat the shit, so I don't really care. I looked up a whole bunch of recipes and basically created my own from, you know, deriving what I could from everybody else's. And I was telling my wife, you know, what was in these, and I said carrot, and she goes, ew, carrots? Ew. Seriously? Yeah. So yes, carrots and onions. About a third cup of each. More to, whatever. You know, we're talking about. So about 3 carrots and 1, you know, medium onion. Not small, not big, but medium onion. There you go. I have this nifty little toy. I'm totally going to use it as a hand crank thing. Maybe I'll even give you a good show of it. But, basically, when I first did this, I literally julienned and then, you know, really minced this shit up. Like, really minced it up. So you want it, like, about as fine as you can get it. This machine will do it for me, which is awesome. I'm going to show you this machine because it's fucking awesome. It would be fucking awesome. If awesome was a person, this machine would fuck them. This machine, by the way, was given to me as a Christmas present this year by a woman who probably will never speak to me again, which makes me extremely sad, actually. But I screwed up, and I'll admit that. So, alright, to the machine. We're gonna, hopefully... Wow, that's fucking awesome. I love this machine. No, like, seriously, look at this shit. It pureed it, it touched it up, just a little tiny bit. Oh, this is perfect. Yeah, that's good. On top of that, I will say, there's sort of like this cool power trip you get by, like, destroying vegetables with your, well, not bare hands, but with your own hands. So, we've got our carrots, onions, and now we need some butter and a pot, and we'll make some soup. So the reason behind making this soup, by the way, is the fact that my wife was raised Catholic, and it's a Lenten time. Lent, by the way. No, just Wikipedia, I'm not fucking explaining it. Okay, but Lent is this period where you don't, for Catholics, depending on your level of Catholicism, but for Catholics, most of them don't eat meat on Fridays. For some reason, fish and shellfish do not qualify as meat. I'm not really going to try to explain or understand why, but for some reason, vegetarians are like that too. Fish is not a meat. Really? It's an animal. It lived, it didn't swim, and you killed it to eat it. But it's not meat. Anyway. I'm totally off track. So my wife, doing the Lenten thing at this one time, said, you know, it'd be really good if you could make that soup for me again. And I said, sure. Because I needed something for my cooking show. She said, do that. So this one is for my wife, because she requested it. Onto the butter. So we got this stuff in the pan, the carrots and the onions. I've got about 3 tablespoons of butter. We're going to drop that in, and we're going to mix it together. And basically, we're going to saute this down. I'd say that you want the onions to be glassy, but it's kind of hard to tell when you got them all diced and minced like this. At this point, before you get too much further, pull out your cream, okay? Because you're going to need cream. You don't want it cold, okay? We're going to make a roux, and we're going to make it, you know, whatever. You want your stuff to be at room temperature before you add it to this. Really works out very well. I've learned this through experience that to make a roux, use it at room temperature. So what I like to do is while I'm stirring up my stuff with the butter, because we like the butter. Oh God, do we like the butter. I'm going to take my cream. I'm going to set it next to the burner. Not on the burner, obviously. That'd be dumb. But it'll warm it up, you know. Alright. I just added 1 more tablespoon of butter after my carrots and onions look like they're pretty good. They're pretty damn good right now. I swear to God. I keep getting distracted. What we're going to do now is we're going to make a roux. Anybody remember how to make a roux? I do! It's roux time! Not to involve copyright infringement. Okay, we're going to grab 1 and about a half tablespoon of flour. We're going to add it to our mixture of sauteed carrots and onions because we just want to make a little bit of a roux, but nothing huge, nothing major. We're going to stir this up real good. Okay, we're going to kind of coat the carrots and onions. Alright, we're going to coat this. It's kind of like a, you know, you're going to see it's going to kind of chunk together. Alright, next thing we need to do is add... Oh, that's my strap. Strap on! Next thing we need to do is to add our broth. Yeah, I should do that now. Alright, I use a can today. Depends on what's on sale, to be completely honest. I should just keep the camera here. Okay, here's your mush. Oh, it fogged. Foggy! Alright. This is going to be tricky. I'm trying to do this. Alright, so a little bit more at a time. You want to kind of gradually add this. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to make it really just wet and then, you know, have to cook it down. You kind of want to gradually add it. You're going to see each time you add it, you're going to stir it up. My belly's getting hot because I'm using my belly to hold the pot. Anyways, I need another fucking hand. Man, I got to get a hold of Ricky. So, add a little bit of time. Keep going, keep going. Have some patience with this. At the same time, don't let it burn. Yes, that makes any sense. Alright. I'm going to add my last that. You see? Now, of course, the thickening, it gets a little bit thinner. And at this point, you're going to let it cook. You're going to let it simmer a little bit. And you're going to let it thicken back up. Okay? There you go. So check it out. I made my own salt and pepper shakers out of taper bottles. Jars, whatever you want to call them. At this point, we're getting to that boiling point. We are ready to add our cream, sherry, and all the other good shit that makes this evidently edible to people who like crab and lobster. So as for your cream, we're going to add this slowly. Pour it in. We're looking for almost a cup. Maybe not a whole cup. Maybe a cup. I don't know. This is 1 pint. I'm going to use about half of it. Sherry. Again, I don't measure things. Don't forget, by the way, I'm using sherry with the cooking sherry that has the salt in it. It's 1.5% salt. So I'm not going to add salt to this. Round about a third. I usually smell it. When I can smell the sherry in it, I don't know how to explain it, but I know what I know what this shit's supposed to smell like. So when I smell that it smells right, like right there. Oh. Worcestershire sauce. About like a tablespoonish. A little over. Just a little over a tablespoon. We have that. That's it. Oh God, yeah, that's that nasty shit. Jesus Christ, it's disgusting. The next step, we're gonna add our crab and our langostinos, which is what I got. We get a little bag of them, which is basically little baby lobster tails. It's gross. These things smell nasty, and now my camera's gonna smell like disgusting, nasty langostinos. But these are langostinos. I chop them up a little bit. Not huge, just chop them up a little bit. My ratio to cans of crab meat. Now, crab meat is not like tuna fish. It comes in these little pieces of paper around it, or whatever. But you still need to drain it. This stuff is so nasty. My hand's gonna smell like crab for a day, and it's gonna like nauseate me all fucking day. Okay, there we go. Alright guys, here's the soup put together. You can see it's chunky because you got the langostinos in there. You can definitely see like the crab meat and stuff. I mean, it's a hearty soup, don't get me wrong. Thank you very much once again for joining me in my kitchen for another episode. Please tell your friends about me, and etc, etc. More importantly, go to Amazon.com, check out my books. Right, I know my cookbook is not on Kindle yet. I'm working on that. That'll be my next project. But I got a whole bunch of other shit on Kindle. I have a cookbook available online. Please check me out. S.J. Moyer. I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna eat for dinner now. You enjoy yours. I'm gonna hopefully enjoy mine. See you next time. Thank you.